Thank you, Letizia, for introducing me, and thank you to Magaldi for inviting me today. It's a real pleasure for me. My presentation deals with the theme of energy storage for power system service. I will try to give you a short and simple answer to complex questions that are here listed. First of all, why we are talking about energy storage in power system. Then we will see which energy storage services can be provided by storage in power system, which energy technologies can be involved, and finally some numbers on the present and on the next future. First of all, why we are thinking about energy storage in power system. We know in this moment, in the last few years, power systems are facing a revolution due to the change of the paradigm related to the production subsegment. As you know, starting from a power system where we had few generation power plants with a big sites connected to the grid. Now we are moving to a power system where we have a lot of different dispersed generator connected to the different voltage level. And this is a revolution for a power system because it involves in new needs that have to be faced both in the planning stage that in the operation phase. Is the next slide. So here I have reported just some of the issues related to the operation of a power system where we have a lot of dispersed generators. First of all, a reduction of the adequacy margin on the grid. Then we have the problem of less power system inertia. And in addition, we have to consider that we have a scarcity of resources for controlling the system during the operation related to the voltage and frequency regulation. For all this reason, we need to have a storage system integrated inside the power system. And the different technologies that we have available today are useful for providing these services. We need to implement a diversification strategy in terms of storage technology for facing all the issues listed before. Next slide, please. So, why we need more than one technology and which energy storage service each technology is able to provide to the power system. Each technology can provide different services related to the flexibility of the grid. And another important issue is that when you use a storage system integrated in a power system, you are able to provide a fast answer in terms of implementation time. Differently from any other upgrade that you can do on the same power system using the typical equipment of a power system. And this is really important. At the same time, you have to consider that in function of the point of connection where you locate your energy storage, you can provide different services that can be useful for the different operators involved in the power system. In order to have an overview of all the services that can be implemented through the use of a storage system, we can say that some services are useful for the transmission system operators, other one can be useful for the distribution system operators, and the other one can be useful for the end users of the power system that can be active or passive. This classification is also reported in an handbook that I think that most of you know. And here I have reported just the direct link where you can check. What about the services? The services can be classified in this way. First of all, we have the bulk energy services that are all the services that can be useful for all, okay? For the whole system composed by the production plus the transmission distribution. And here you have some example. For example, a storage system can provide an electricity energy time shift service. Consider it like a market instrument, or can be help the good operation of the system, reducing the amount of energy supply capacity that have to be provided by the conventional generation power plant. And this is a benefit for all, not only for the transmission or the distribution grid. In addition, the energy storage system can provide ancillary services. What does it mean? It means that they can help who is in charge to dispatch the sources to provide the service in terms of voltage control or in terms of frequency control. Energy storage system can help who is in charge to manage the transmission distribution infrastructure, solving the congestion in the real time, but also moving in time, shifting in time, possible investment on the electrical infrastructure. And this is a big, an important point of view. But at the end, we have to remind that the storage systems are really important also for the final customers of the power system, the end user, because for them, they can provide services in terms of retail energy time shifting, but also in terms of reliability and power quality. Which energy technology storages can be involved for providing all these services? The reply is all the technologies that we have available today that can be of different type. They can be batteries, but they can be also mechanical storage, electric storage, chemical storage, and also thermal storage in the configuration power to heat. So all the technologies can provide the services that we have seen before. And it depends on the performances that they are able to provide to the power system. So each of them can be connected in a different point of the power system and can be involved in different service that can be classified as power intensive or energy intensive power system services. Next slide, please. Here you have a well-known diagram that is called the Ragone diagram, showing you how each technology of energy storage can be characterized of a different system power rating and a different time for being charged and discharged. It means that in each area you can find the different technology, and in function of these characteristics, technical characteristics, they can help the power system operation in different services listed before. So the last question is what about the present and what about the future in terms of number? But let me give the floor to my colleague Federico Santi, that is here with us, for showing you some numbers on now and the next future on the integration of energy storage in power system. Please, Federico, thank you.